EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Do some. Do some. Hey. Gun. Hey. Put it up.
Newton now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack out first and 10 at their own 15. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Box it. Hey, check 26.
Now it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
26. Jump out.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Josh Jones in on the stop. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
That's rock now. Great. Hey. Gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gun. Express. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the kick.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Come on now. Hey! Express! Hey, get right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Do some. Do some.
Gun. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Carolina! Ian Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, 88. Zoom. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, check 26.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ball. Hey. Green. Hey.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
20. Hey. Hey, get right down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they work this out past the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
On the ball. That's right now. Hey.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Check, 47. 6 man. 8. Hey. 20. Great. 20.
From the gun, Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hey. 20. Wide motion. Great. Like it hot.
A final shot before the break. Newton steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And bulldozing his way through. He got 29 yards that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rodgers now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Rodgers now to throw. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's that's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Gun. Do something. Hey!
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Zoom, zoom.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right. Cut. Zoom, zoom. Get up. Right. Over here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Hey, 626. Yeah, Liz. Hey, 88. We are going.
They run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Zoom. Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way down. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The 1st-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Looking long for Thomas. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead?
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now the Packers get set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Rodgers going to throw. Being chased out left. He's good. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Crosby puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance of getting the ball back.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.